What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Let's get to the bread, fam. Let me get this shared up over here on Facebook. Okay, let me share it up. Get this shared up over here. Okay, uh, 8 games today, man. Like I did say, I've been getting busy. Holiday season coming up next week. Plus, I'm moving and plus I'm getting ready to move and a few other things like that. It's definitely making it where my time can get very tight. So let me take a look at X real fast and see what we got. So later off in the flick here, right? Uh, Terry Rozier practices. Nick Claxton in to help out with Joel Embiid. Um, it would probably be Philly or nothing. It would probably be. Oh yeah, for sure. Good morning, my guy. And for sure, happy Thanksgiving all the time. It's holiday season, man, and we gotta do what we gotta do to make sure the holiday season, comes, come the holiday season just in general. We got to make sure our pockets get fat going into the next year, man. Some of us we've been doing this for a long time, right? And Patrick, Patrick been rolling with me for a while. You know what I'm saying? He's always stepping up front and center. I can't thank you much. Can't thank you enough for that, bro. You always be coming in showing love and stuff like that. Um, and I know you play a lot on pick'em sites and stuff like that. And I can't put enough emphasis on like bet knows. That's the purpose of me going over these slates. Sometimes, two picks is hard enough as you making parlays and stuff like that. And these parlay sites make you do two picks. That's hard enough. Every chance each leg you add to a parlay is a chance for an L, right? But the yes sir, I appreciate that. Yeah, and let me turn this light on. So yeah, so each chance, but at the end of the day, with the pick'em sites, you got goblins, right? With the books, you got alternates. It's ways to make money, man. You know what I'm saying? Those goblins and stuff like that. I see Patrick takes advantage of those. It's ways to take advantage of that stuff, man. Don't be ashamed. Anything over what you wager is a win. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about anything. Anything. What up, Matthew? Anything over what you wagered is a win, man. Now, just like I was saying, I was telling some folks earlier. Um, I was telling some folks earlier. We almost a quarter into the season, right? We're almost a quarter into the season. Just take a look and see what you've done. You know what I'm saying? What you've been doing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I had myself a good day yesterday on the parlay side. I got a little bit undisciplined and it worked out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, uh, most of the stuff that we going through that we talk about and we going through, I still go by the same shit, right? We talk about these games. We paint a picture early in the morning, and we go ahead on and we sprout that flower. You know, these were some live bets right here, but right here, like the your your bankroll builders, right? This one I put this together. It was a plus 150 plus 150. Oh, there it is right there. Plus 158. Drop a boost on it at plus 200. And I ain't you don't know what I put on there, right? I could have put $1 on there, turned it to three. I could have put 100 on there, turned it to 300. But that's not the point. You know what I'm saying? We go through this to to try to figure it out, right? To try to get to these money, to get to this money. This was some of these goblins. I'm starting to implement goblins a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? The Jalen Duran thing, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, right? He only played a little bit. Diabate was bodying his ass. He was out rebounding him, but he only played. He didn't play that many minutes. Um, this was all these were lives though. All these were live. I had some nice ones last night. Live ones, I had some nice ones. I was sweating this under 17 and a half right there for Connect, but like right here, bankroll builders, right? I mean, bankroll builders are major key. Are major key, bro. Major key, man. I can't stress it enough. I say NBA is the most, in my opinion, the most consistent sport when it comes to bankroll builders, man. I don't know why I don't do the bankroll builder challenge. I can't live without it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I can't live without it. I don't even know why I don't do the bankroll build challenge. I can't. I don't have that patience like that. I can drop a bankroll builder every day, but that don't mean I'm rolling it over. I can't do that. Some people can do it. I can't do it. Maybe somewhere, but I can drop a bankroll builder every day because that's what I bet. I bet those. I bet straights. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But holiday season is coming up. Maybe I should drop a bankroll builder every single day. But holiday season is coming up, and we shouldn't even be highlighting the holiday season. Every day should be about getting money, not just the holiday season. But this coming into the holiday season, like I said, we're a quarter into the season. We're a quarter into the season, almost a quarter into the season. Take a look and see what you've done, right? Like we've tried everything, but at the end of the day, I would, like I said, I would, try. I would try to do more straights. If you can only do pick'em sites, more two legs or lower legs, and if you like doing goblins and stuff like that, as long as you doubling your money or coming out more than what you, shit, you know what I'm saying? That all that shit adds up, bro. All that shit adds up. Most of the time, I'm turning my leans into green, bro. If I'm leaning on something and I just don't, then I'm turning it into, I'm altering it, and I'm gonna try to cash off of it. I mean, it's not simple. It's easier said than done. But if you keep on, the money gonna start piling up. You know what I'm saying? And then the last thing I would say here is the internet, right? The internet is a monstrous distraction. It's like that crack, you chasing that first high, or you chasing someone else's success. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to chase that shit down. Them screenshots, that shit is, man, that shit is, goddamn it. It deters you from what the real mission is supposed to be, right? And then small realistic goals, right? Realistic goals. Rent, phone bill, right? Rent, car note, or car insurance. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Realistic gym shoes, right? Uh, just the finance for the kids' needs. Realistic goals. Realistic goals. And like I said, the distractions. The distractions is what throws everybody off. Everybody off. Twitter screenshots, Facebook screenshots, Instagram screenshots. That's that high. That's that high motherfuckers gonna be chasing. And it deters you from it taking you away. All them green checks you having, all them green checks you having on your parlays and your plays and shit, it's just it's running a lot of folks. It's you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying stop doing it, but you gotta do more of the little things. More of the little things. You can hit the. I mean, play the lotto. How else you gonna hit the lotto? But that's got to be a very itty bitty percentage of what you know you got to chase lottos with 2%, 1% or 2%, and the other 98% you got to try to at least double it or at least money and a half it, right? I don't give a fuck if you're making $10 a day. I ain't trying to preach or nothing like that. And we backslide. I backslide. But I get right back on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get to it, as any way possible. That's why I come on here and give you guys some. So what really pissed me off yesterday was when I got to work, I told you guys I jot my shit down, and when I really get when I really get ready to um, start locking stuff in, I forgot, right? So I told you yesterday it was gonna be Orlando or nothing, right? Or the spread. They go out and cash. It was gonna be Toronto or nothing, and the spread. They went out and cashed. We went over the player performance doubles. We went over the player performance doubles. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's important. It's important, man. Sometimes when you come to the stream, come on with the pen and paper and shit like that. I'm gonna drop some gems, and then I'm probably gonna forget throughout the day. But definitely, them two dogs right there. We seen it clear as day. We went over the dogs yesterday, and they came to fruition. Came to fruition. That was easy though. I mean, it wasn't easy, but I don't bet a lot of games. Y'all know that. If I seen that, I know a lot of people seen that shit. My Spurs pulled off a miracle versus off of Jazz. CP3 hit his assist prop for me. That was my favorite prop yesterday, right? So let's get to it. Brooklyn Nets and Philadelphia 76ers. I'm not gonna jump solely off into this like I do all the time. I don't. I just because I didn't really scope out the whole slate. So maybe we can try to. So at the end of the day here, Brooklyn, right? Yeah, they're gonna be. Look, um, I'll tell you this, right? I was looking at. So Maxi will be in there. He played a 20-minute cap. Of course, Paul George is out, and Kawhi. I mean, not Kawhi. Um, Cal Lowry is out. So me, Brooklyn, right? Brooklyn, what's up? What's up, man? Man, Z's, I don't know. Maybe if you rewind it and catch the beginning of what I said, I know you probably missed it or whatever the case may be. But we just went through life lessons and things of that nature. But probably want to check it out. At the end of the day, though, let's try to breeze through this in ample time, right? Like 30 minutes or something like that. Because I didn't look at it, but we go through this every day, so we can freestyle sometimes. I'm trying my best to freestyle today, right? I looked at a few things. I took the 8.5 rebounds for Capella last night. I'm looking for that. But I was looking for that as soon as I got off work. But Brooklyn, right? They got some pieces, some defensive pieces. At the end of the day, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's gonna happen here, right? So here's the thing. They're gonna end up starting they're gonna end up starting the rookie and Maxi, right? So from a matchup standpoint, I'm I think they probably gonna put they I don't know who's gonna get Cam Thomas, man. Straight up. But Dennis Schroeder, either McCain or Maxi are gonna have to stick him, okay? And that if Dennis Schroeder decides to be aggressive offensively, I would just imagine both these guys would be one of these guys gonna be barbecue chicken. Or not even barbecue chicken, just worthy enough to get. Damn, they got a 50-point prop up here. Damn. So one of these guys gonna be worthy enough for I just see it. I just see it's a possibility that Dennis Schroeder is probably gonna hit his 15 and a half. If for one reason, some reason you think one of those motherfucking midgets gonna be guarding Cam Thomas, it's a possibility he can go berserk on one of these guys, right? So defensively. this is not the greatest backcourt with with McCain and Tyrese. So guards, I'm liking the guards. From my knowledge, I just feel like Dennis Schroeder will be guarded by one of these guys. So I know for sure Dennis Schroeder points is going to be in play. As far as this overall makeup of this team here, I mean, Kelly Oubre should have a little bit more usage, but with Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain, who's been balling, um, his usage still might be down behind. He's going to be like he's been like the fourth fiddle now because Jared McCain is here. Tyrese Maxey is capped. He played 20 minutes last game. Then Joel Embiid is Joel Embiid, right? So, just got to figure things out. Um, barring any foul trouble, I can see instances where Nick Claxton can get this rebound prop. Whatever it is, it's going to be what? 8.5. It's interesting, but I'm not getting there. Secondly, this Brooklyn Nets team is getting healthier, right? Now Cam Johnson always had that flamethrower. He's always had that flamethrower. He continues to flame it, right? But I ain't gonna lie. There was 3 games in a row that Dennis Schroeder he did not get to his points prop. I think it's time. I think it's time, right? I think it's time. I think it's time that I think it's time to take a look at Dennis Schroeder. I could be wrong. The 15.5 points, I'm taking it straight. And I'm thinking about I got one more day. I'm glad I thought about that shit. I got one more day for my this is the last day for that $50 play. So I got a free $50 play on over here. So I'm gonna end up playing that, right? Let me see. I'm gonna do a 6 pick. Win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna do a 6 pick. It is what it is. Capella. I'm gonna take the 8.5 rebounds, and I'm gonna throw Dennis up there. I'm gonna throw Dennis up there for right now. 15.5 points. What's this? What's this? What's this fancy score? Is it out? 2.5 threes is a demon. Interesting. Well, you could look at his points and assists or whatever the case may be. I locked in on a 2 pick protected play with and so I get that $50 joint and that protected play, that $20 protected play today. Okay, bet. I'm gonna play both of them. I locked in Capella's 8.5 rebounds in a 2 pick protected play with Draymond's 21 PRAs. Draymond has hit his prop in the last 5 games. Interesting. I don't mm, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Shout out for shout out to Patrick. So if I'm looking at a side here, man, until Philly, it's still Brooklyn Nets or nothing for me. Still Brooklyn Nets or nothing for me, right? Um, I ain't even gonna lie, I still Brooklyn Nets or nothing for me, right? It's still Brooklyn Nets or nothing. If I'm picking a side here, I can't with Philly right now, right? Embiid, do what you want to do with Embiid, whatever case may be. I can't talk you off anything there. I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna just keep it moving. Now, like I said, McLean, he's here, right? Now, Boston Celtics and Washington Wizards. Now we know these are cup games, and a lot of these guys they're gonna be trying to win by margin and stuff like that. So they definitely gonna have margin and things like that is gonna be in play, right? Um, Philly's got a lot of drama. They definitely do got a lot of drama going on there. They do got a lot of drama going on. They do got a lot of drama going on there. Boston Celtics here. Now, we already know what it is with the Boston Celtics thing here. I'm going to be live betting it and all that, right? I always look at Boston Celtics. I always do me a Boston Celtics side piece, right? Something like Jason Tatum, 2 threes, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, and I could probably throw in something like a a Horford 1-3 with that. You know what I'm saying? But because this is what they do, you can get two and a one. You know what I'm saying? You can take a Pritchard down. You can get a Pritchard down. You can get a one with the two Holiday. They get you plus money, right? And it's always been a numbers thing with me, right? Like any three plus 300 to be plus 400s to get you plus money, right? Something like a Drew Holiday, 1-3, Derek Peyton Pritchard 1-3, two threes, and what's another one? Man, maybe a Derek White that'll get you a good number, and maybe a 1-3 from somebody like Jalen Brown that'll get you in there. So it's a lot of ways that you can mix and match it, right? This is what these boys gonna do, right? That's what they're gonna do. And then I also back that up with your standards, right? I can go with three for Jason Tatum. I can go with two or three from Derek White. I can go with two or three from Peyton Pritchard. I stick with the twos with Jalen Browns, and then just like that. When you do some of these like that, most of the time you don't really want to incorporate the other team with that because sometimes the other team can throw that shit off. But at the end of the day, when you're looking at the game logs and stuff like that, this is what they do, right? And then they'll definitely be going for margins and stuff like that. Or you can just take wild points. Threes can get you in trouble. I'll win more when I construct these bankroll builders and stuff like that with raw points. You know what I'm saying? I win more. Like for instance, somebody like what's the name? He just man, Hardaway just shit the bed yesterday from having a monstrous night. But if you look at Boston Celtics, um, some of their numbers and stuff like that, and you look at these 3-point makes, let me see, 2024, 2025. You look at somebody like Jason Tatum, uh, you know, five makes. He made five or more threes in four straight games. Jalen Brown, what is this? Why isn't it? Let me take this down. Why isn't it giving me his full game log? Jalen Brown, 2024, 2025, Boston Celtics. So somehow it's two names right there. So I have to click on the other one. All right. The makes for him. He's the one that I've been going betting on the least, right? I'll take him for like one, Jalen Brown, and then Derek White. He just continues to. Why is it only showing only a few games? 24, 25. It's supposed to show all these games. Well, he's made three threes or more in his last four, 16, 4. All right, what is wrong? What am I doing wrong here? Players, months, 12 months. Uncheck Boston Celtics. Let me check them again. Do I have a team highlighted? No, I don't have a team highlighted. Boston. So something's going on. I don't know if he's updating this or anything, but let me plug in my computer. Something's going wrong. So, long story short, it is what it is. But see how it's got Jalen Brown, Jalen Brown, Jalen Brown, Jalen Brown. Let me refresh this. Boston. It's still doing the same shit. So I ain't even finna. But you'll get the drift. Y'all get the drift, right? So going up against Washington, we already know about all the usual suspects, all of them. What I'm looking at here, one play that intrigues me. It's one play that intrigues me, and it's Alexander Sarr sitting at 8.5, right? This is one play that I think I want to get to. So it's a lean, right? Uh, this is one play that I think I want to get to. Let's see, Washington. Let's go to Washington. Mm, all right. So Alexander Sarr. So he's hit this number in two of his last four games. He showed, the ability to hit this number. I just don't. I like it. I want to get to it. He didn't hit this number versus versus these guys, but it's just he's a rookie. He's showing the upside. He's showing the upside, right? Detroit, 23 minutes, 24 minutes, 4 points. The Knicks, he scored 8, 20 versus Atlanta, 12 versus the Spurs, 11 versus Orlando. I can't put a read on them. 10 points versus Golden State Warriors, 17 versus Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, double digits there. The field goal attempts are there. Even if you take 7 field goal attempts, I think you should be able to get to his 8.5 point prop. That's the least amount of attempts he's taken all season long. He's averaging double digit attempts, though. He shoots, he takes the threes, right? He takes the three, like 3 or 4 threes a game. This is a painful play. This is a painful play right here, right? This is a painful play. I have interest in it though. It's a painful play. It is a painful play, bro. It definitely is. What is this 30 for 30 shit? Tatum or Derek White scored 30. Um, Bilal. Okay, whatever. Right. What? Or -130. I like that. Jalen Brown or Bilal Coulibaly to score 30. Hmm. I like the first one. But long story short, outside the usual suspects, I like the. I have strong interest in this 11 points. I mean, this 8.5 points, and of course the three ball will be um, three ball. I miss Peyton Pritchard. I looked at it last night. The 12.5 points. I looked at it last night. I didn't pull the trigger. Right. I didn't even pull the trigger. It said 13.5 in certain places. I like the Peyton Pritchard 12.5 points. These are some other props. Right, some other props that I'm looking at. Not the chalk. We know what to do with the chalk. We know what to do with the chalk. Sometimes you got to temper your expectations on the chalk when there's blowout potential. Now Peyton Pritchard got locked up. Let's go take a look over here on Underdog and see if we got any news about Peyton Pritchard. We don't have any news. Maybe something might come out. But those are two plays that I'm really, really looking at. Peyton Pritchard, it was 12 and a half. It might be 13 and a half now. All the usual suspects, we know what they do. And then on the Boston side, and then Sarr, 8.5 points. I'm really, 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 really interested in that. Let me see. Pritchard, Capella, rebounds got nerfed, bumped, right? Probably got bumped to 9 now. They took it down. And took it down. Either way, go. Let's keep it moving, right? So Indiana Pacers, Milwaukee Bucks. I didn't take a look at. I didn't take a look at. Let me see something here. I want to take a look at the assist here. So um, Indiana to the point guard position assist. They round the middle of the pack, right? But just scoring points, points in general, Indy, they are top six at giving up points in general, and and points to the point guard position. They're giving up number one points, and they're also giving up almost like 3.5 threes with 3.5 with and then vice versa, right? So Milwaukee, these guys are 1 and 2 at bad defensively. So Dame Lillard is bad defensively, and um and Tyrese Halliburton is bad defensively. Okay, both of these teams are giving up the three to the point guard position. You have we have Washington on the docket, Atlanta on the docket, uh, Milwaukee on the docket, and Indy on the docket. Right, all these guys give up threes to the point guard position. So right, you can very well see instances where Dame Lillard probably, he probably heat up this game, and you never see, you might see a Halliburton might heat up this game. Okay, so so those guys are going to be in play. Okay, so taking a look at Dame Lillard, once he came, this is a good time for him to, bounce back in the 3 point category, right? You can also look at his threes. You can also, his assists, right? Because he's been dropping dimes. I think the coach has gotten to him and letting him know that we need you to, get the offense acclimated. And they definitely, we definitely need to, you know, um, let me see. Oh, Milwaukee, Milwaukee, Damian Lillard. Okay, so um, see, he's been slumping. Now, this is a perfect time for him to pop out, right? Hasn't faced this Indian team. Indy's given up the three. He's made in his last 4 games 0 for 4, 1 for 8, 0 for 6, and 2 for 10, right? And he was hurt. So he's had games where he went 5 for 9, 10 for 15 for 3, and things like that. This is one of those games where it's a possibility he could come out and start heating up. Now, assist wise here, the numbers don't support it, but he's just that good of a player, right? So Dame Lillard, well, of course, he had double-digit assists against my Chicago team. I laddered him up to 10. Well, I didn't full ladder. I took his standard line and I took his 10 assists last game. He got there. But, Houston, tough defense, gave him 10 assists. 6 assists versus Boston, 6 versus New York Knicks, 7 versus Utah, 7 versus Cleveland, 9 versus Cleveland, 6 versus Memphis, 7 versus Boston. So, this season, his lowest assist output has been 4. Everything else has been 6 or better, right? So, taking a look at his assist prop, which I didn't look to see what his assist prop was, number one. Number two, Indiana is dealing with injuries and things of that nature. Um, uh, so we'll get a 6.5 for him right now. So if you want to get there, be my guest. Or if you want to tease it down, take a goblin, something like that. Be my guest. Tyrese Halliburton. It's not been looking good, right? But his points probably, and I would probably look at maybe, or you can look at raw points for both of these guys, right? But taking a look at the raw points here. Tyrese Halliburton sitting at 17 and a half. I think it opened at 16 and a half, maybe. And then Damian Lillard sitting at 25 and a half, right? So we already know Greek Freak. And then we know Pascal Siakam should probably have his hands full. So, it is what it is. Miles Turner and Brook Lopez, both of these guys will have the ability to stretch the floor and stepping out shooting a three. So, matchups, I can see instances where, both of these guys can hit a three in transition, Miles Turner and Brook Lopez. And both of these guys can probably try to, plot against each other to hit some threes. So you get some possibility. You can see some threes going on here. But at the end of the day, my top 3 point candidates, especially by the numbers, are going to be Tyrese Halliburton and Damian Lillard, right? So take a look at where and who's giving up what and how. So um, Milwaukee, the pull-up 2 point attempts they give this is what they how many they're allowing. This isn't makes or anything of that nature. Then the pull up 3 point attempts. Milwaukee, these are attempts, right? Milwaukee allowing the most pull up 3 point attempts, catch and shoots, whatever. Above the break 3 point attempts. They're allowing. So no matter how they stick defense or whatever the case may be, they're allowing it. It's on that player. If that player is worthy enough to hit that three, then it is what it is. So we're looking at the pull up 2 point attempts, Milwaukee, number one. Well, they up there. They real green. Pull up 3 point attempts, Milwaukee, real green. Above the break, more of the time, the pull up guy with the ball mostly has the ball somebody like Tyrese Halliburton, right? Above the break, all the way at the top. Now, we'll take a look at um, Tyrese Halliburton and see where he's been broke as hell though. So that's another thing. He's been broke as hell. But take a look at Tyrese Halliburton, and we'll take a look here. And so the attempts, right? 10, 8, 9, 8, 9, 5, right? He hasn't been making a lot of them. 4 for 10, 2 for 8, 4 for 9, 3 for 8, 2 for 9, 1 for 5. He's taking the threes. He's not making them a lot. A lot. He's not making them a lot. So, uh, so look at this. Look at this averages. He's averaging, we'll say, 8 3-point attempts. Potential, and then you could also look at the assist prop, of course, right? He is what it is. He's averaging a usage rate of 20.8. Um, and let's see, the pull up points. Seven, like 7 points, right? And the catch and shoot points almost 3, right? So don't I look at those for whatever for a player like him. I look at those as threes, man. The pull up points, the pull up three, and the catch and shoot points. I'm looking at those. I look at those as threes. I ain't even gonna lie. So he tries to get his points there, right? He gets some drive points and points in the paint, but he does do the pull up thing, right? And we can see it through his attempts. So, and then look for the Indiana side, we can look at Indiana side. Let's see, for the Indiana side, the pull up 2 pointers, right? So they are allowing pull up 2 pointers, right? Mm. So pull up threes, catch and shoot threes. Mm. They've been kind of like running people off the 3 point line somehow. You can see it in the numbers, but I want to say that this right here, you could probably look at either the three or you could probably look at the points, right? So looking at the game, looking at the defense versus position, like I said, point guards, regular points here. This is just regular points, right? Regular points, and then this is threes, right? So Indy top five getting up 3 point makes, right, to the point guard position. So those two guys are going to be in play for me there. And we know both of these guys drop dimes. We know that's what Tyrese Halliburton is known for. And Damian Lillard is coming around. The rest of these guys are ABCs and all that shit. You know who these guys are. You know what they do. Golden State Warriors, this game here, blowout potential, right? I don't have a play from this game. Let me just keep it moving, okay? Atlanta Hawks and Chicago Bulls. This has got to be the number one and the number two pace up spot. Uh, this is what you like, right? This is the number one and the number two paced teams. Okay, so they're playing at a fast pace and bad defense. Bad defense and fast pace. This is what you like. This is it. This is the mecca, right? The mecca of bankroll builders and things of that nature, right? So lately I've been taking these people for what they do. So I could, as instances I can care less what Trey do. I know he's a point guard, and I know he needs to go out there and get them assists, right? So he's been more consistent. You just gotta watch. He's been more consistent in the assist category. You know, he just signed with Jordan too, so shout out to him. Oops, not him. Trey Young. He's been more consistent in the he's been more consistent in the assist category. You know what I'm saying? 19, 8, 9, 16, 13, 6, 10, 12, 12, 15, 13, 8, 10, 12. So monster assist numbers. And guess what? The Chicago Bulls, I already know. Chicago Bulls, number one, giving up assists to the point guard position at almost two. It's really 1.5. They give up 11 assists and almost 20 motherfucking potential assists, right? And they give up the threes. It's whatever. Uh, points wise here in general. Washington, Chicago, Atlanta. All three of these teams are on the docket. All three of these teams give up the most points, right? Rebounds. Washington, Chicago, right? These teams give up a lot of rebounds. Assists. Chicago, Denver, which we'll get to in a second. Denver, Washington is down in the top 10. They're giving up assists, right? Um, notice Atlanta ain't on there. Ain't up there all the way up there like that. And that's but Atlanta's still giving up points. They ain't even giving dishing assists versus Atlanta. They going in there and getting the points they damn self. But at the end of the day, 3 pointers made. Atlanta number one, right? Number one, number one. These teams just played. Sacramento number three and giving Washington number three and giving up threes. Sacramento and Milwaukee. All four of these teams are on the docket today, right? So we know Atlanta giving up the threes. We're going to take a look and see where they're giving them up at. As you can see, first of all, we can take a look at the pull-up points. Atlanta put up 2-point attempts. Put up 3-point attempts, though. Atlanta, they giving them up, okay? They giving up. They giving them up. Can a person hit it? Catch and shoot threes, 3-point attempts. Atlanta and Chicago, they catch and shoot 3-point attempts. Atlanta in the green, 27.1. Chicago, number one, and giving up the attempts. Only two around, two behind. Corner 3-point attempts. I don't look at corner 3-point attempts truly, but Chicago number two and Atlanta number two. Above the break 3-point attempts. Chicago number two, Atlanta number four. Those are attempts, right? Fast break points, you can look at that. Atlanta, Chicago down there in the middle, and second chance points, right? Washington number one. Just a lot of teams that give up a lot of stuff. So if a player is worthy to hit a three on this team here, I would I'm fine with it, right? So me personally, I'm looking at the Chicago Bulls mostly for the 3 pointers here. I ain't even gonna lie. And some of these guys like this team just played, so I couldn't talk you off any of these guys, right? So let's take a look at anybody. We know anybody. Kobe White, right? So hmm, that's interesting how they're not pulling up their game logs for me. It's something I'm doing wrong. So I could take a look right here. Kobe. People sleep on Kobe White, right? And this is 3-point makes. 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 5, 2, 4, 1, 6, 5, 4, 5, 0, 7, right? So versus Atlanta, these teams played. He went 2 for 9. Interesting. He went 2 for 9 versus Atlanta. What did Levine do? Oh, Levine. And I said that too. I said, let me see. Levine versus Atlanta here. He went 1 for 5. It was broke as hell from the Beyond the Arc. He went 1 for 5. Mm. He did have 18 points. Probably looked like a raw point. You can't never go wrong with raw points. Can't never go wrong with raw points. But at the end of the day, probably was a bad off day for the Bulls that game. Those are two guys that I'm looking for the Bulls in the 3-point category, and along with Vooch. And Vooch has been tearing it up as of late, right? I don't know if I'm gonna take Vooch points in this instances, but Vooch has been tearing it up, man. I ain't gonna lie, right? So let's see something. Okay, he gave him 18 and 12. He gave them 18 and 12. He hit 2 threes. That's where his line's going to come out at. He gave them 18 and 12. And then Capella, I think Capella only had like 8 or 9 rebounds. Capella. Uncheck Nikola Vucevic. Capella. He had so Capella, you could also look at his points plus rebounds. Because him and Trey Young got that report. 2 or 3 lobs, that's like 3 assists. whatever the case may be. You can look at his points plus rebounds too. I think I'm going to play that as well because, he's got rebounds 10, 14, 8, 14, 9, 9, 12. Versus the Bulls, he did have 9 rebounds that game. But points prop has been 11, 14, 8, 10, 18, 27, whatever. Just gave the Bulls a 20, right? 20 points. So points plus rebounds, I'm going to end up playing that as well, right? For Capella. Long story short, I'm taking these guys for what they want, what they do. Jalen Johnson, all these guys, taking them for what they do, right? So, this is going to be one of those games, right? I don't have one definite prop from this game. It's going to be bankroll builders, and it's going to be, it's definitely going to, I'm going to put a parlay together. This Portland Trailblazers and this Houston Rockets game, look, man, just going on back here and going on back here, and I'm going to end up taking, it's the blowout pack, right? The blowout pack. Only thing about the blowout pack, this blowout pack, I can't take the 11 plus because the spread is already at 12 and a half now, right? So I can't even take the 11 plus. But I'm starting right here. Win, lose, or draw. I'm definitely starting with the margin of victory at 26 at plus 550. And then, of course, I'm going to sprinkle on the 31 plus, which would be plus 1100. And also, I'm going to sprinkle on the 10 points winning margin, which would be the 21 to 30, which would be a plus 410. So if they end up beating them by 31, I'll win 2 bets. If they beat them by 26, I'll win 2 bets. If they beat them by 21, I'll win 1 bet, which would be the 410. I'll figure out my wager or whatever the case may be, because I'll be profitable either one, by if I hit either one of the bets. Okay. From a prop standpoint here, remember this is they're gonna be trying to beat people by margins and things like that. I just think this Houston Rockets defense I think it's too much for them, right? Portland Trailblazers, I think it's too much for them. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I could be wrong. One thing I can say here is a wonderful spot for somebody like um, um, for Jalen Green. This team has given up points to the shooting guard position, and I ain't even gonna lie. In most instances, I hadn't been able to take advantage of it, but it's Green across the board. Excuse me. Um, 36 points to the shooting guard. They Green with the rebounds, Green with the rebound chances, Green with the assists, Green with the potentials, Green with the 3 point makes, and Green with the 3 point attempts. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Uh, do as you will. Another play that I was looking at here was bottling up all of the points, rebounds, and assists. They had it on. Prize Picks last night. I didn't pull the trigger. Was taking the points, rebounds, and assists for Grant and going under. Right. I wanted a nice fat line at 21, 23 and a half. I was going to take this and go on under, right? He's went under 4 of his last 5 games, and he went under 4 of his last 5 games. Pace down matchup, slow matchup, like blowout potential. Like I'm thinking about going under, right? I didn't take a look at it. Let's take a look here. Grant. Let's take a look at Grant, right? Grant, Jeremy Grant. Okay. How about so his PRA is 23 and a half. Hmm. So this is what makes me want to do that, right? Because last 2 games, he only take 10 shots. Last year, his game log would never look like that. 10 shots, 15. Like look at last year. Let's look at 23, 24. Um, he's had some monster, attempts, 14s and 15s and better. You know what I'm saying? So his that's coaching probably, got him doing that. But at the end of the day, um, hmm, rebound 6. He don't rebound the ball that much, right? Look at the rebounds his last 5 games: 4, 0, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, right? And then this slow ass team, I'll take an L. I'll take an L, man. I'll take an L. Or you can alter it up and under. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I'm looking at that's what I'm looking at. This is a pretty good defensive team here. I mean, he's gonna see guys like Tyree Eason coming in off the bench. You're gonna see a lot of people, right? So let me take a look and see what Eason's points is looking at as well. Tyree Eason, 10.5. Like I like that. I like that at 10.5. Another guy that we can look at. Tyree Eason coming off the bench here. He's been playing some good ball, right? He's hit this number, and well, some of his point is what is it, 10.5? Tyree Eason at 10.5. Okay, so I'll give you some of his points totals, right? So let's see. And then Portland plays this drag out ass. Uh, uh, they play a dragged out ass game too, right? So 11 points, 9, 4, 17, 18, 10, 18, 12, 12, 7, 27, 6, 6, 13, whatever the case may be, right? Last two games, the minutes are looking good. Now, last 8, 9, 10 games, 35, 24, 21, 25, whatever the case may be, right? Have they faced them? Wait a minute. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. Just keep it filtered to this year. So yeah, at the end of the day, Tyrese is it a play that I'm lobbying for? No, right? But it is in play. I would like to take a look at his rebounds as well. Mm, Torrey Eason's rebounds are sitting at 6.5. I don't want nothing to do with that. And then you got Amen Thompson, right? Amen Thompson, a hell of a rebounder, guard, forward, whoever he is. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I might take an L on that under Grant, but I don't see it, right? So, and then you got Chingon and stuff like that. Like, what is his numbers? I didn't even come to a. I need to really take a look at the center. 19, 18 and a half. Let me see something here. Center, Portland. Portland got a couple guys. I mean, Time Lord over there, whatever. How many points they average in the paint? Points in the paint here. Pull up twos for them. Pull up threes for them. Fast break points. Second chance points. Okay. It looks like. Wait. Portland. Okay, so this year, Portland. This is damn, I can't even fucking see it. Let me see if I can scale this down one more time. Okay, I'll scale it down to there. Okay, so Portland, that would be um this year. Where are they? I'm so bad. Okay, let's see. Portland 2.2. And then I'll scale it back up one more time. So Portland, pull up 2 point attempts, pull up 3 point attempts, catch and shoot 3 point attempts, corner 3 point attempts. They allow one, right? Okay, second chance points. Okay, whatever, right? So I was looking at the under PRA for Jamie Grant, and uh, Jalen Green is like arguably in one of the best spots. So I haven't been betting on him, and he's been slumping. I ain't gonna say super slumping, but he ain't been looking good. Dallas Mavericks here. I mean, you thinking Dallas versus you thinking Joker versus Kyrie? I mean uh versus you think of Joker versus Luca, but it's Joker versus Kyrie in this sense, right? So I ain't even gonna lie. Win, lose, or draw, I'm liking Kyrie here, right? 26 and a half points. The 2.5 threes. Um, and then his assist prop. I think you can play all of them, right? I could think you can play all of them. His assist prop sitting at juiced up at 6.5. He has to get these. He's gonna be the guy with the ball in his hands. He's gonna have to score. He's gonna have to get these guys acclimated. I like Kyrie. I like Kyrie. Him and the Joker should have similar roles here, man. I like Kyrie, man. Win, lose, or draw, I like Kyrie. Um, Kyrie, I mean, he been balling too, right? So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be the Joker versus Kyrie. It's gonna be interesting to see how he stands up in this instance here, right? Uh, he's been playing some ball. I mean, New Orleans Pelicans probably was a beat down here, so he only had 18 points. He went 4 or 5 from three, right? I don't know why I don't see how many assists he had, but 23 points, 22, 21, 43, 29, 17, 27, 17, 28, 35, 23. We know who he is. All of this alongside of Luca. Well, guess what? Luca won't be there, right? So I can see instances where he's going to attempt more than 5 threes, probably 8 or better this game. He's hit two. He hit his 3 point prop in back-to-back games so far, and then his assists, right? 6, 6, 6, 5, 6. It's sitting at 6.5. Don't be surprised if Kyrie go out there and get a double double, right? Looking at some of these numbers here, as we can see, because this team they need to be acclimated, right? Um, Clay Thompson. He's not that. He's not. He needs a point guard. Coming off the screens to hit him. Boom. Right. Um, these bigs. They need lobs. Right. They need to be set up. They need to be set up. So I can see instances where Kyrie paces himself and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I would probably look at his threes. Truthfully, I look at his threes first, then assists, then points, or points. I like it all. The truth, or points plus assists. But I do see instances where he's gonna knock down a three today, right? But you know, as we can see, oh yeah, today, yeah, I know he's gonna be good value. I definitely know he's gonna be good value. If you don't know, you don't know. But one thing I can say is, they've been playing some good defense. They've been playing his good defense. They've been playing his. He been playing some good defense. I mean, so that's where I started at, bro. I started at like 11 years ago. I started at DFS. Started with DFS, and DFS players translate over the props like none other, bro. Like we already, because we have to watch so much stuff. You have to be in tune with every detail of every player, minutes, everything. You got to be, what I'm saying, rotations, who's in, who's out. You got to be there right there before lock to know when you pivot. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to pivot. You got to know when to late swap. Set your lineups so you can late swap. Your utility spots got to be set up right. So all of this shit is like it stacks up. It stacks up. It translates over to prop betting so well, right? So well. So I can tell. I mean, I know you're gonna make the transition pretty easy, bro. You're gonna make the transition pretty easy, pretty easy. But yeah. So Denver getting a little bit better at allowing points and stuff like that. Denver gonna get a little bit better at allow. They've been getting a little bit better at allowing points and stuff like that. Assists. Let me see. Denver's giving up the second most assists. Um, yeah, and that's why people get a little bit frustrated sometimes when I post my shit and stuff like that because it's kind of like the gift and the curse, right? Because you know when you play DFS, you're always waiting for value. You're always waiting for value, right? You always waiting for value, and that's why you gotta wait to the last minute, down to the very last second. You always wait to value, but you also know how value performs, right? So it could be a moneymaker on the books. So take FanDuel for instance, right? If we're waiting Yeah, if take FanDuel for instance, because they are a DFS site first. Then they have the books, but they have always been a DFS site, so they know, right? So since you're a DFS player, you understand what I'm getting ready to say. So these motherfuckers, right? So these motherfuckers would FanDuel will wait to like 2 minutes or 3 minutes before lock, and they'll start putting value plays on the books. Like, let me see. Let me see, for instance, right? Um, what games we got today? So, hmm, it's hard to make an assumption today, but um, so it was a couple weeks ago. We've been waiting. This was before Scottie Pippen Jr. kind of like blossomed, right? Waiting. And but I've known this for the last 2 years. They've been doing the same shit. So, man, long story short, Scotty went out there and had a triple double. Man, that motherfucker. I mean, they be on some shit, but they know. You see what I'm saying? They know. So it's a lot between the average player and the average DFS player and turn gambler and stuff like that, and the average player and then the beginner and stuff like that. It's just be a lot. Some you just be thinking to yourself like, this guy don't even know, or this person they don't even know. Whatever case may be, some shit like that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Long story short, you're gonna be able to make a nice transition, bro. You'll make a nice transition because NBA is like none other when it comes to news. Like none other. Ain't no. This is child's play. What's going on? And then for the people who don't look at the news, it's but don't let that deter you from jumping on your early plays. Don't let that jump deter you from jumping on the early plays. The last thing I would say is that really helps you. It really helps you because we have to pay attention to the injury report because we play DFS. That helps you. I call it bet against the injury report because we know the patterns. We know the patterns. As DFS players, we know the patterns. We know when somebody's going to be in, be out. The books know too, but they can't react to it like we're able to react to it, right? Like when I say I know, we know when Horford's finna be out, right? But they can't react to it. And then when they do react to it, they adjust the line, right? Shit like that. They adjust the line, which when we already know. You know what I'm saying? It just be a lot, man. When we already know, it just be a lot. It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot, boy. It'd be a lot. So I really call it. I used to call it betting against the injury report. And man, that's profitable as hell. That's profitable as hell betting against the injury report. When you know what's gonna happen and they know, but they just can't react. Oh man, that's sweet. That's sweet. So, I mean, whatever you want to get to in this game. Now, Kyrie ain't the best defensive player. He's not. And, he's not the best defensive player. And, you know, I'd imagine he's going to be, faced up with somebody like, I don't know who they going to put him on, but, it is what it is. Now, Joker, right? He's been out for the dad thing, just had a baby or whatever the case may be. So, he might come out with a vengeance on some dad strength type of shit. So, it is what it is. The triple double will be in play for him. Um, One thing he does take pride in is, versus, the bigs, especially bigs that he can probably like humiliate. Like one guy he don't his old teammate, right? He loves a lot of people don't know this. He loves to annihilate Yusuf Nurkic. Oh, they was teammates. He loves to every time he sees Yusuf Nurkic, he gives his ass the motherfucking business, right? He gives him the business, right? So you know, he might see Derek Lively and he might just want to try to, go crazy, whatever the case may be. So, those are things right there. One thing I would point out here is I'm quite sure that, they do give up um, Dallas, right? They do give up the three ball, right? So Dallas, to the center position though. 1.5 3-point makes, 4 3-point attempts, right? So the Joker will step out there and, he'll step out there and take him some threes, okay? So don't get it twisted right there. 1.5 threes is not out of the realm of possibilities for the Joker, right? Joker. So, and he's been taking them, right? Last game, versus Dallas, his last time playing him, he went 3 for 3. So there you have it, right? 1 for 1, 1 for 3, 1 for 5. He took 5 versus Toronto. He went 3 for 4 versus Utah, 2 for 3 versus Minnesota. And I like to target centers when they got a big old traditional center they're going up against. I like to target, like, let's say Miles Turner versus Rudy Gobert. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take Miles Turner for 2, 3, 4, 5 threes, right? Versus somebody like Walker Kessler or something like that. If the opposing center is able to make threes, I'm gonna take it, right? Who the fuck wants to keep banging down there with that big ass dude? Yes, I took Hornets power forward yesterday for 10 rebounds. Yesterday got like 16 rebounds. Yes, sir, for sure, for sure. So I'm liking Kyrie. I'm liking Joker there. I can see a Kyrie. People gonna be out there doing Kyrie and Joker parlays and stuff like that. Um, First thing I'm getting ready to lock in right now is gonna be his threes at 2.5, and I want to see what the assist prop is over here. If it's 6.5, I might jump play it. Kyrie 7 assists, push with the 8. I mean, I think it's okay. Hardy's gonna have would I would imagine Hardy would have to step up. I don't know if he's in the pool here. Let's see. And Hardy, right? So Hardy, that's one of the guys we gonna have to wait on him, right? I don't know if DraftKings have him out. Let me see. NBA. That's gonna be one of the guys we're gonna be looking for all game long, probably, all day long. If he's not, if they don't have him on the books right here, NBA. If they don't have him listed, come on, man, NBA. That's the guy. You need to write him down. He ain't listed right now. I imagine Hardy's points probably gonna come out around 11 and a half. He don't get too much usage behind those guys. But I expect him to get in the 20s. Probably, I expect him to probably get 20, 20, 24, 25 minutes today, man. Straight up. They're gonna need him. They're gonna need some extra scoring. Yep. Minutes ain't been right for him. He ain't been getting no minutes. But he's got 3 games with double digit points. His minutes creeping up. 19, 22, 18, 24, 19. Yeah, I'm gonna be interested in Hardy. Gotta wait. That's one of the guys, like I was saying, you're gonna have to wait on him. We're gonna have to wait, right? He might come out closer to the lock. They might put him out in another 2 hours. Who knows? We're gonna have to wait for him. But they're gonna put him up there. They're gonna put him up there. Um, Sacramento Kings and the Clippers. I expect the Sacramento Kings to be back on their healthy shit. One thing about Sacramento Kings, they start lineup, they play a lot, right? Well, Herder, they rotate Herder's spot more than anything. But Murray, Sabonis, Fox, DeRozan, those boys be out there for 35 minutes, right? All of them. So it's kind of hard to gauge. With all of them health, it's kind of hard to gauge for me to gauge what's going on. One guy on the Clippers side, we have to make a mental note to keep an eye on coffee, right? Amir Coffee. So he goes out there and goes 4 for 7 for 3 last game. He played 33 minutes. We know they need offense. I don't know how this weak ass looking team on paper. They look so weak on paper and they keep on playing good defense and winning, right? So this shit. I ain't gonna say this shit has to stop. More power to them. But 4 main threes. He went 4 for 7 versus Orlando. Tough defensive team. 18 points. 15 points versus Golden State Warriors. Tough defensive team. He's stepping up. If he's long as he's gonna keep shooting, and that's what they need. So you got to look at Coffee. We're gonna have to look at Coffee, right? So is it any of his numbers out? Oh, it is. Okay. I have interest in the 12 and a half for him. What about his threes? 2.5 at plus money, coming off a 4 make game where you know what the coach is telling these weak ass offensive players. You know what the coach is telling them. We need you to shoot. It's just come on now. You gotta put yourself in that locker room. We know you gotta put yourself in that locker room, man. Straight up, man. Let me see. Who's that? Clippers. Okay, Clippers. Now, no, that's LAC. Okay. So no, that don't mean I'm playing any of these motherfuckers. And we know that Powell's out, and we know that Zubac has been a big, 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 big contributor to this offense this year. But the rest of these guys, like the Chris Duns, I mean, James Harden. I mean, what? Chris Dunn. Listen to these names. Kevin Porter Jr. He have to step up, but come on, man. Chris Dunn, Amir Coffey, Derrick Jones Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., Mo Bamba, Jordan Miller, Terrence Mann don't want to shoot. Like Batum. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. What James Harden been doing? 24 and 11. How many field goal attempts? No, he's still taking the same amount of field goal attempts, right? The 14s, the 15s, the 17s. He's still trying to get these guys acclimated with the offense. He keep. I don't know how many assists he had last game versus Orlando, but he did crack that 16 versus Golden State and 11 versus Utah. So keep an eye out on that situation. Potential assists have been there for him. Um, hmm, interesting, right? What about his attempts? Where he's shooting it at? Where he's shooting it from? Hmm, 12 3-point attempts versus Orlando. Two versus them. Two versus them. They playing who? Okay. Sacramento. He did just play Sacramento. He had 22 points and 8 assists. And then Zubac. I'm gonna have interest in Zubac here. I think this is the game where they got benched at, right? Yeah. Zubac played 36 minutes. He had 13 and 15 rebounds. And that's what I say. You know, barring any foul trouble, Zubac should, at least get that double double and over his rebound prop um, because Sabonis would say, "Here, man, go and get your shit. I'm gonna get my shit. You get your shit." Right? It's a lot of centers out here that does that. Right? Sabonis can't afford to get in foul trouble because then what? Fox got to do the whole thing. In fact, Fox don't have no problem with doing everything. But at the end of the day, Zubac has been playing phenomenal this year. Phenomenal this year. I cannot take anything from him. Uh, the rebound numbers for him has been 12, 17, 11, 6, 14, 12, 15, 9, 13, 12, 12, 12, 18, 15, 9. The boy been killing it, right? Points 17, 8, 22, 6, 8, 22, 14, 13, 15, 17, 19, 22, 6, 23, 24, 21. The boy been playing ball. You know what I'm saying? The boy been playing good ball, right? He been playing real basketball. I've been on Zubak for a long time, man. I remember because I used to play preseason DFS. I remember, let me see. I remember this was like 5 years ago. Let me see. I was calling them. I can't have to go to my profile to find that motherfucker. This was way back in 2018. You see that? This was way back in 2018, right? You see, this was a tweet. This is a tweet 6 years ago. I'm probably the only one who took Zupac. I'll I'll see if he's productive shortly. I was been playing with him for a long time, right? So I know what he does. I know what he does. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they just had a big leash on him. They had a big leash on him. That was way back in 2018 when he first got in the league. So I knew what he can do. I know what he can do. I know what he can do today. His double double should be juiced up. Minus what is it? Minus 160. Decent little parlay piece. Don't mind getting there. All he got to do is keep his hands to himself, right? So him, James Harden. But the guy that I'm really looking at here would be definitely because I'm not a big fan of this defense, right? Not a big fan of this defense over here. So I'll definitely be looking at Coffee, right? They need somebody to step up, right? Coffee. What? Coffee is actually Coffee is a what? Coffee is a small forward, power forward, right? I believe small forward, power forward. I believe he is. I believe he is. How you feel about Lopez today? He been killing. I mean, I like it. I mean, I can see instances where he gets there, stuff like that. The three balls in play for him. Him and Miles Turner. Both the three balls in play for both of them. They just got to make them. Um, both of them, I'll say like I said, both of them can hit the transition three. Uh, I ain't just ain't been betting them. Most of the time, I be betting threes for him. Most of the time, we been threes for him. Uh, from this game here, I'm looking at Dame Lillard and Tyrese Halliburton. I ain't even gonna lie, both of them, points and threes. I'm looking at both of them. That's what I'm looking at. So I'm going to get out of here, but we're gonna put something together, right? Now that I talked through it, 'cause I didn't really go all the way fully extensive through this game here. I know they bumped the Capella rebounds probably up to a 9. Capella, oh, it's still 8.5. Let me take that. Um, I ain't even gonna lie. Let me see. Assist Kyrie, either the 7-3 assist for Kyrie or let me see the 3 pointers made. Pool threes are in play. True Holiday. So many threes are in play. Jason Tatum hit 5 threes in 4 straight games. They gonna give it to you for 4.5 at a demon. Okay. Mm-hmm. Uh, 2.5 for Jalen Brown as a demon. 2.5 for Horford as a demon. Hmm. Peyton Pritchard. He been cracking the threes. I like it. Peyton Pritchard. 12.5 if you can get it. Mm, Trey Murphy. I forgot all about Trey Murphy, man. He ain't played for points. Keep an eye out on. I'm quite sure he's probably doubtful, but McCollum is on his way back. Trey Young, Zach, 2.5 threes. Hmm. Halliburton, 2.5 threes. I think I'm playing that today, and I don't mind the threes and or assists for Dame Lillard. Kyrie Irving, 2.5 threes. So I'm in a plan. I'm in a plan. Fuck. So Kyrie gonna have to ball. He's gonna have to ball. And I like his threes. I like his points, and I like his assists. I don't know which one I'm gonna put in this play here. But so I do got like I got a 50 free and a $20 protected. So in this one, I'm going to take um, this will be the $50 protected. I'm gonna put the threes. Have a little fun with this one here. I'm gonna put the threes in this one. Okay, I'm gonna put the threes in this one. Um, what else am I gonna put in? Oh, I need to take a look at some fancy scores. I've been trying to see to get them a chance to bring them out. Peyton Pritchard, boy, oh boy, oh boy, that fantasy score is definitely enticing, right? Um, 23 for SAR. The 8.5 is where I really want to get to. I'm gonna play that straight. Um, Jalen Johnson is very interesting. Or points plus rebounds for him. Dyson Daniels, I mean, who they play? Golden State Warriors. Oh boy, do they put this pressure on me like this? But Dyson Daniels is definitely in play. Hmm. I can see James Harden getting busy, right? Some telling me I need to take this, right? Some telling me I'm gonna have to take this. I'm gonna go out on a limb, either that. What is his points prop? Let me take a look over here. 22. So you mean to tell me he he he's not going out there to try to score 22 points? I ain't gonna say if he's getting it or not, but is he gonna try to score 22 points? James Harden, with all these injuries, with the injury from to Norman Powell, he not gonna try to get 25, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to make as long as you feel like you made the right play. So a tough defensive matchup versus Orlando, he goes out there and gets 24, but takes 14 shot attempts. Tough matchup, he plays 40 minutes versus Golden State Warriors. He takes 15 shot attempts and only gets 4 points. Last time these two teams played, he had 22 points, 16 field goal attempts. If I don't play it here, if I don't put it in that parlay, I got to. I'm playing it. I'm playing it straight. Okay, I got to play it some type of way. Don't mean I have to put a lot of money on it, but I'm playing it some type of way. I just he need to take 17, 18 shots. He needs to. He needs to, man. I mean, coffee. They don't have coffee. Do they have coffee numbers up? I want to see coffee. Hmm. Mere coffee, 13 and a half. And it's 12 and a half on the books. It's 12 and a half on the books. I would rather play that there on the books. It'll be 13 and a half in a minute, though. What else we got here for coffee? 6 3-point attempts, 1.5 free throws made. Damn. Hmm. 1.5 free throws made. With elevated usage, I'm going to have to fucking take that. Some shape, form, and fashion. 10 and a half field goals attempted. He shot 10 versus Orlando. Mm. Points plus assists, points plus rebounds. Back to back games, points plus rebounds. This isn't the best rebounding team. I know they got Sabonis, and I know they're going to have Zubac down there. Speaking of Zubac, let's take a look at what's Zubac. 16 points, 11 and a half rebounds is enticing. I'm almost getting ready to take that. 1.5 assists. He's been hitting that. 34 fantasy score. Three, mm, three straight games. Sabonis, Zubac, 23 rebounds combo. I really like that. Shouldn't be nobody else down there rebounding. I'm gonna take that. Uh, both of them guys got 15 rebound upside. I'm not even going. I don't even have to go. I took this last time they played, and they hit that right. I'm gonna take that. Let's see. Mm, Zubac. Um, Zubac had Sacramento. Right, he had 15 boards. Zubac had 15 boards, and Sabonis. Sabonis had 12. Let me get that. I don't care if it does lose. I didn't have to go over there and look at that shit to figure that out. Rebound combo. Let me get that. Right. Okay. So, um, I'm scared. I'm gonna miss something now. Where's the rest of the combos at? Um, Points combo, assists, rebounds. Let me see the points combos real fast. 46 for Kuzma now. Zach Levine and 48. Whatever. 3 points made combo. 7, 6. That's interesting. Assist combos. 15, 18. Josh Giddey rebounds plus assists, right? Josh Giddey rebounds versus plus assists. That's in play. I almost forgot about that. Assist combo for Jordan Wright. I ain't fucking with that. Rebounds combo here. Capella and Vucevic. Damn, I damn near want to take that one over Capella's 9.5. I think I might take the Capella down and put this 18.5 up. I'm gonna do that. Between both of them, I'm doing that right there. Um, 3-point attempted. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Peyton Pritchard, Jalen Johnson, Kobe White, mm, Zach Levine, Amir Coffey with the 6. Let me check on any news here. Pope not on the injury report. Jordan Hawkins available to play today. CJ McCollum out. Ingram in. Okay. Mm, let's see. You know what though? I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna take an L. It's gonna be risky. I'm gonna take an L though. I'm gonna take an L. I'm gonna put them plays that I like them leans and shit. I'm gonna put them in here. Mm, where is it? PRAs, right? I'm gonna go with the Grant. 24 points, rebounds, assists. I was going under for Jeremy Grant. He's went under in 4 of his last 5 games. Let me see something. Jeremy Grant. Uh, go Jeremy Grant versus last year versus no Jeremy Grant all versus um Houston. This was last year. I mean, he played 42 minutes, man. 21 points. I can't. He had a total different role. He ain't finna hit that shit. I'm gonna go with my gut, man. Let me see. Points here. Points allowed. Let me see. Houston allowing the least amount of points. The power forward position. Houston allowing the least amount of points. The power forward. He's not a good rebounder. All right, whatever, man. Fuck it. I'm going like that. They gonna have to crack me. Uh, I don't never bet a lot of unders, but it is what it is. Um, I got lucky with an under last night. One more play. One more play to toss in here. Um, I did want to take a look at the rebounds and assists for Josh Giddey. Probably at like, let me see. Giddey, probably at 12 and a half. 12 and a half points. Rebounds and assists would be um, his fantasy score is at 28. That might be a play. Let me see. Rebounds and assists at 11 and a half. Mm, at 11 and a half. It's been at 12 and a half lately, man. In this matchup here, Giddey, boy, you go out there and sell, boy, you mother. Let me see the Bulls, man. Josh Giddey. Oh, that's 2020. That's all. How about 2025? Just look at 2025. Josh Giddey. So my gripe with Josh Giddey is oh, they got Houston up there. Take Houston down. So my gripe with Josh Giddey is they are they got him as point guard and as shooting guard. That's what it was. So my gripe with Josh Giddey is the fact that look at lately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of his last 8 games he ain't been in 30 minutes. Now versus Atlanta, he had 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. So he hit his 6 rebounds. So maybe I should go. hmm, Maybe I should go PRA or fantasy score. Steals. Does he get many steals? Because turnovers negate you. I want to take him. me see. Josh Giddey, we got him projected for got Josh Giddey fantasy score. We have him projected for 31 fantasy score. And then there's no Patrick Williams. So we got him projected for 31 fantasy score. And his fantasy score is sitting at 28 and a half. He hit that number versus Detroit, and he hit that number versus Houston. I'm gonna take a stab at it, man. I'm gonna take a stab at it. I'm gonna take a stab at it. I don't care, right? That's a six picks right there. I'm gonna lock that in. Then I'm gonna post it in the community section, right here. Okay. I'm putting it on Facebook too. And then a quick parlay here. Let's go with let's go with let's try 15 points for Dennis, right? Let's try 15 for Dennis. I'm gonna leave. I'm not even gonna mess with none of these Boston players here. Let's go with. Let's go with. Let's go with. How about let's go with 6 assists for Dame Lillard? Okay. Let's try 6 assists right there. Let's try. Mm, let me see something here. Let's try some. I'm gonna skip that game. Let's go back to the Bulls game here, and let's go to. Boy, I'm taking that, man. Fuck that. I'm taking that 11 and a half, something different there. Something different there. Or you can wait till the alternates come out and you can break it down to 9.5 or 8.5 or something like that. That might be what I'll do. Okay? That might be what I'll do. I'm going to leave it there for a second, though. Um, Portland Trail Blazers. Let me see something here. I'll come back to this game here. Dallas Mavericks, Denver Nuggets. What do I have Kyrie's? I have his threes over there. Let's go. Let's go 6 assists for Kyrie. 6 assists for Kyrie. Um, De'Aaron Fox, a bonus is locked. Why? Let's go to underdog and see if we can find a reason why they got this locked. Nothing yet. Okay, so um, how about how about double double, right? How about double double? Okay. So um, I don't mind waiting to the injuries to come out to tease this giddy down. I mean, to also this come out to tease this giddy down to about 10 and a half or maybe 9.5. I'm going to play this straight. You know what I'm saying? So you could take this giddy down if you want, right? But 15 shorter, six assists, double double, and you can put the giddy up there if you want. Or what I probably would do is just come back here and then slide over here and just take the giddy down. Since I'm playing that straight, I'll take the giddy down and I'll go with the keep it funky, right? And just go with the 8 rebounds for Capella. Man, 8 rebounds on. Mm, go with the 8 rebounds for Capella and crash out like that, right? Dennis Schroeder, 15 points. Lillard, 6 assists. Irvin, 6 assists. Uh, Zubac, double double, 8 rebounds for Clint Capella. You feeling, you feeling, like Dennis Schroeder ain't gonna get there? Take his ass off, right? Take him off. It still comes down to a plus 412. That's 4 times your money. I'm gonna leave him up there though. I'm gonna leave him up there. Go ahead. I'm gonna give him a chance. It's been pain. He hasn't hit this number in 3 games straight, but I gotta inflict some pain on myself some type of way. So get here, right? Give me that. Okay. Plus 800 parlay right there. Okay. I'm gonna lock these in, and I'm gonna put them in the community section right now. I'm gonna put it on I'm gonna tweet it out, and I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay. Good luck to all y'all, man. Good luck to all y'all. Peace out. Peace out.